Damn, we got these boys are playing their best civs as well. Let's do this. Put on the magic button for casting. Just in the north of the map. This is a classic map as well. This feels like I know this map hasn't been in since the beginning, but this I like this map. Kind of got a lot going for it. Great natives, good amount of sea, decent TPs. Got some lakes as well for that kind of New England style of boat play. Chess playing is his main squeeze. Japan. This is good to see. I mean, I know. Glad to see Chess playing his main because he's got up against Big Boy Robot, who's also playing his main squeeze. Big Spain. And for anyone that's watching us on YouTube, if it makes it to YouTube, I've just played Robot, and like 10 minutes since playing him, my hands are still sweating. I don't know why, but I feel like Robot's one of the most aggressive players in the game, and yeah, it's just very, very sweaty gameplay against him. It's always very close, very tight. That's what she said. Very nice DLC skins here for Chiss. I love this. Look at that. Look at that level of detail. Look at the back print as well. Got that Japanese symbol. Pretty cool, man. You got like ninjas look. That is cool. Look at that. She looks like this hero looks like looks like a character from Mortal Kombat. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are the Kitana, right? I think one of them's Kitana. I can't remember who the other one is. They have that face marks, right? Look, it's like Kitana and her sister. Who's the one with all the teeth? Okay, so natives are going to be House of Wettin. I would definitely call House of Wettin probably an A tier. It's debatable. For some civs, it's an S tier native, but I would definitely put it up in A tier at least. Actually, no, it is S tier purely because of the big button. The main things about Wettin are, I mean, the Trabant's a decent unit, so is the Saxon Kerr. But the main reason you tend to go get this native is for this one, Marriage Politics, which gives you insane value, particularly if you want to do any industrial play. And Robot, Robot, he's one of them quiet ones, but he knows his natives, right? He does his research on things. So he knows if he can incorporate this into kind of like an industrial play. Robot, we've all seen Robot do classic industrial into revolts. His Chile revolt he's pretty much famous for. And linking up with Marriage Politics would just synergize unbelievably well. Not to mention, by the time he actually can revolt, he may have Golden Raider as well, which the big button, which would be so unbelievably insane. Because I actually think this big button is busted. I actually think it needs a nerf. It's that good. Because it gives you, like, I don't know how much armor, but it gives you insane armor for cavalry and shock infantry. And imagine the Death Hussars. Imagine Death Hussars with this big button. They'd be unstoppable. They would literally be unstoppable. Yeah, I'm sure Robot probably knows that. I would really like to see him go for that. The other native is going to be House of Fanar, which I would give I give House of Fanar like a C tier on the tier list because it's just not that good. Unless you're doing a lot of water play, it's just not that good. The skirmishers are okay, but meh. The bowyers are okay as well, but again, glass cannons. They have a couple of decent techs. The best thing about it is the Greek Revolution, which gives you like a decent army if you leave it for a long time. So that's the only reason really that's stopping it from being any lower than C tier, B tier maybe. Okay, Rob, we're going to be picking up another dog here. That's always nice. Gone for TP here. That will be in transition. They're both going to be aging up at decent times. Chiss going for his classic. Chiss likes to go for the Tory Gates. So Chiss going up with the Tory Gates, which tends to mean that he's going to be more aggressive. That does age you up with the Samurai, and it's going to age up with the Wagon, which you can use to make a barracks. Going to be sending this Samurai out as soon as possible. Probably going to be trying to siege this down. But he may get the outpost. That's going to be interesting. Although, classic Spain, they've got dogs. So, something's going to happen. Either the outpost will get sieged or the dogs will get killed. So, it's generally one or the other. Wow, look how much damage these dogs do. I mean, the Samurai's doing a lot of damage. It has area effect as well. But look, one dog goes down, but for one Samurai, that's so good for Robot. That's such insane value for Robot. Chiss, what are you doing? Chiss is a good Japanese player. He sits around, I know he's been in the top 50, you know, a few times. So, you know, when he's playing well, wow. Going for the Shrine Wagon card, if we have a quick look at his deck as well. I went for this card here, the 5 Shrine Wagons. Wow, so generally looks like he's going to be super aggressive here. That's just a kind of way, a good way of getting some eco, but also a good way of getting some population space, which I think is key here. Consulate is going down. He's spamming that button. I can hear the ASMR. Spamming that button. So he's going to be getting 5 Musketeers out, along with... Wow, look at this timing here. They're going to come out at the exact same time. Look at that timing. So 10 Ashigarus out at 5 minutes 45. That's pretty good. That is pretty damn good. 10 Musketeers out at that time for Japan and their 90 pop space. So that's not bad. No one on wood. Doesn't need that. The main reason he can get away with that is because he just shipped the shrines. So he does know that he wants to take this outpost down. This outpost is really important. Whenever you play like a fast fortress like this, especially Spain, because they still have their outpost, you really want to take down the outpost as quickly as possible. Because if you look at the distance from this outpost to his base, it's not that much. It's certainly a lot more than from the TC to his TC. So he wants to try and take down that outpost as quickly as possible to try and delay shipments getting as quickly to his base as possible. But it looks like he's just going to kind of skip past that, try and go for some villager harassment, which is absolutely fine as well. But I imagine, yeah, in comes the outpost now. If he can take down the outpost, Robot's going to age up, and you know, any shipment that now comes from the TC as opposed to the outpost will delay his by like 10-15 seconds. And that all adds up, you know, that all adds up. And it's all about buying yourself time when you're playing against this strategy. So 5 Musketeers coming out for Robot. And they're going to get taken down very quickly. Does look like about 5 Musketeers have been taken out now. Got his, both his heroes in there as well. The Mortal Kombat guys. There, boom. There goes the outpost. Very nice. More Musketeers coming out. The Hussars from the age up. Rods as well, which would have been an age 2 shipment. So, yeah, this is really nice. The Consulate is out now as well, and he's going to be making some units. Wow, and yes, look, the Musketeers from Japan have 4.5 speed as opposed to 4 speed for normal Musketeers. Robot thinks he's got a timing now, just getting the snare on with all the melee units. He's got Minutemen behind it as well, but there's a lot of Musketeers there, and with some good micro by Chiss, I think he's just going to be able to smash this all down, yeah. Hussar's getting deleted in one hit. It's really, really nice. More Musketeers coming out now as well. The Minutemen are still there. This is actually looking really good for Chiss, I have to say. These Musketeers just feel so strong. They have 20 more HP than these Musketeers. They have 2 more attack. They have 0.5 more speed. It's not something you see every day with Japan, because Japan, you know, very much known for aging up with the standard Wonder, being much more boomy, you know, going for max shrine population. But no, this is basically a Japan rush. And even if you build some skirmishers right now, you know, you've got a big enough mass of Musketeers, because they've got 4.5 speed, they're just going to be able to run anything down. They're going to be able to catch up with any skirmishers in small masses and just really mess them up. I love these Yamabushis as well. You can put them in the same hotkey group as these Musketeers, because they have the same amount of speed as well. Yeah, kind of insane right now. More Musketeers coming out for Robot. Is that what he wants? Wow, it is, because look, there's 5 Naginata Riders. What the hell? Wow, it's not even 10 minutes yet. Look at this mass. This is scary, and Robot's way too aggressive up here. I imagine we might see Falconets at some point, but they're going to get absolutely deleted. There's Lancers out, and the 2 Falconets are out now. He's going to have to protect this for dear life. Oh, they're going to get a decent shot off. He needs at least another shot off with each Falconet, but I don't think he's going to get it. No, don't be... I mean, wow. Okay, I was about to say don't attack the cab, but it worked out really well. Somehow that look was looking really, really good for Chiss. And now all of a sudden, the Falconets are still alive. It's looking really, really good for Robot all of a sudden. Oh, this is risky to push in here from Robot. Because 5 more Naginata Riders could be a problem. I feel like Robot should be playing it safe. I mean, he doesn't even have veterancy on his Musketeers yet. Take a quick look at Robot. He's building some dogs. More Lancers coming out. Look at this resources. There's like, it was almost 0 on every resource. Like, always the sign of a good player. Just his macro is immaculate to be constantly, 0 resources in the bank. Really, really nice there. Yep, going to be picking up a 90 coin treasure here. That's 40 XP worth of it as well for another shipment. Chiss going for his first card would have been the 3 boats. Very nice. And what he's done with the boats as well. He's put them down in the south of the map just to make sure he can scout any docks. So nice, clever play there by Chiss. A quick look at Chiss. Chiss is banking some resources, but I think he's going to be using that to get the Naginata Riders. Very nice. And more Musketeers. Very nice. Again, using his resources really, really efficiently as well. Wow. Daimo coming out now. As long as he gets these 5 Naginata Riders, he should be okay. Oh, that's risky. That's risky. It's high risk, high reward. Is he going to be able to get... Oh, he is. But is he going to be able to get the second one? He's not. He's going to lose pretty much all 5... Ooh, he managed to keep 1 barely on 81 HP. Was that a good trade? It's very debatable. I mean, you would say resource-wise, no. But it's all about tempo-wise, was it worth it? He still has one of these out on the field. But if he can't kill the other one... there's not that many Musketeers now. The Daimo's about to come out. I feel like he should have saved... He definitely should have saved the Naginata Riders. Because he would have 10 right now. Along with the Daimo would be really nice. He's now going to dive in with the rest of his cav to try and take down the Falconet, but you're not doing anything, Chiss! Oh my god, sleeping on the job. He does manage to take it down, but it cost him the rest of the 5 now. So, for 2 weak cannons, it cost him 10 Naginata Riders. Woohoo! That's a lot of damage. And now, veteran Musketeers are in, and now it's their turn to do some bully boy tactics. He is going to be able to run away because he's got the superior speed. Only able to take Musketeers at the moment. Wow, everyone on food. But now looking pretty good for Robot. Wow, some Ashigaru Musketeers coming around the back there. If they can manage to get to this side, if Chiss wakes up and gets them around to the side, it could be looking pretty good for him. The Daimo is buffing all of the units around its aura here. More Musketeers coming in now, and it looks like... Oh, and just 5 Hussars, even though they're not veterancy. It's just when there's such low masses, this is going to be... And this could be GG. Wow, the shipment point comes to the Daimo here, and that's going to be 5 Yumi Archers. That would have been really nice, but the Hussars coming in at the perfect time here. And it just feels like that's Robot in a nutshell. Just always having the perfect shipment at the right time. More veteran Musketeers coming in. Robot just absolutely flooding this right now. He's just got so much food, Chiss, and... not really able to utilize, not to spend it on anything. You could take down the Torii Gates, but that's not going to be too bad at this time. More consulate units being made. More Musketeers. Chiss is going to be fine with taking down that Torii Gates. I don't think he really needs that at the moment. Musketeers going in for some raiding here. Unfortunately, he didn't scout this side of the map. He doesn't see it either. That's unfortunate. That's all why you always scout the whole map, kids. That is why you scout all the map. Okay, Ashigaru Musketeers now. Going to be doing some meleeing. But these Hussars are going to be tanking everything. The dogs in the background with 22 hand attack. 22 hand attack for 1.5. My god. Just insane. And they cost 80 food. 80 food. I actually think Spanish dogs may be the most cost efficient military unit in the game. Name me a more efficient unit than that. Absolutely insane. You can batch train them so quickly. Like they've got like really they're faster than a normal unit. Like yeah, just such an insane unit. There's no multiplier versus it either, unless it's pet, I think. But no unit has that, you know. So they just have no. Don't have a big weakness. Oh, the Daimo's going to go down. If he can use his... Oh, he uses the TC fire against Hussars. That's so nice. He managed to escape with 32 HP. That's really good. But is it going to matter? Okay, the rods are out now. More Yumis are going to come out. That's nice. Oh, he sees the rods. He needs to back up because if the rods... Oh, if the rods get a snare, it's going to be all over. Okay, those Yumi do make a nice composition here. Again, it's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Just all he can do really at this stage is just make Musketeers. His Daimo just needs to hang around in the back here and try and recuperate as much HP as possible. Chiss is on 40. He is on 40 settlers though. Whilst Robot is only on 30. He hasn't got Spanish gold. Wow, unfortunate. I would like to see TC fire on that Explorer. That's really important. He kills the Explorer because it's almost dead and it would stop his ability to make more... Look, he's building more... He's making more dogs. Kill the Explorer, Chiss! He's got a lot on his plate right now with all this micro. His Daimo's got back to 120 HP. More Musketeers coming out. He's doing the villager pull. It's now or never. It's all or nothing. Oh, the Daimo goes down. Chiss, you can't handle the micro. More dogs coming out. This is exactly what I was talking about. You need to kill the Explorer. More... Look, it's just coming in with 13 more units out of his arsehole. It's just non-stop with Spain, and I think we might see the GG very soon. Like, what does he do here? He's on berries, just no one on wood though. Wow, he's not far off being able to age, but got no one on gold. I mean, even his shrines are on food right now as well. But wow, look at this. He could sell right now to try and get the age up, but what are you gonna do with it? Got no shipment point. Yeah, not looking good. 12 villagers in his TC. Doesn't have the town militia equivalent of Japan. I love that micro there. If you saw, like, using some villagers to kill some low HP. Look, there's a Musketeer on 6 HP. Whilst the TC, rather than spend time with the TC shooting that, he uses his villagers. So, really nice micro there from Chiss, but I think it's going to be too little too late. And there's the GG. Just showcasing some of his micro off there. A lot of resources by the end. Decent eco as well. 41 villagers. I feel like maybe if he used all of his villagers there, and he upgraded his villager HP, he definitely could have put himself back in the game. And that was really close in a couple of points. And at one point, it was looking really good for Chiss. And I feel like Chiss's biggest mistake there was losing 10 Naginata riders for 2 half HP Falconets. He kind of got... It felt like he got a little bit desperate and it didn't quite pay off for him. He could have definitely had waited a little bit longer and got a nice flank. Waited for his Daimo, which would have buffed the Cav as well. And I think maybe then he would have had a good timing. But he got a little bit desperate, I think, and jumped in a little bit. It needed CM. Yeah, I totally agree, Chiss. That could have changed the game. But, you know, it's always... Robot's got very good micro. You know, so does Chiss. But, yeah, he made a decision. It was high risk, high reward. And unfortunately, couldn't take down the Falconets efficiently enough. Take the Falconets down efficiently enough. Take a quick look at the decks, because that's a very good game, and people on YouTube always like to see the decks. So, 3 fishing boats was his first shipment, I believe, followed by 5 Shrine Dragons, then into 5 Ashigaru Musketeers twice. Didn't use the villagers, used the export. Then if we take a look at Robot. Pretty standard deck. Looks like he did go for capitalism. That's interesting. Maybe 3 vills into capitalism. 700 gold, 700 wood. And yeah, then just every shipment under the sun. He did actually go for 7 rods in age 2. Which is funny because, you know, the maximum you can get in age 3 is only 9, so it's only 2 more. Yet you save yourself in lots of time by shipping 7 rods. It's very efficient to actually send that sometimes. So if you're pushing